Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, Steve. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 46, here's second down and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Farrell. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Farrell. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Condors are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. That's a really good job of execution by them.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And this is off the left, upright, and through. A trick shot there, but a point is a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10. At the 33-yard line.
Once again, it's Irving. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
Here is Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Offside. Defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
2nd and 11. That's caught left side by Simmett. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Farrell. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On fourth down, Farrell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check. Hey, check. Let go.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Young working out of the gun. And his pass incomplete. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say...
Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Third down and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Young to throw it. And he's going to go down again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here we go on fourth down. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Back to throw now on first down. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Condors have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Young. That's to Mayer, the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Irving. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. Farrell. That's caught by Sennett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Open man down the field. It's a tight end Sennett. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They'll look to throw again. To the right side and caught by Sennett. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Ben Sennett from 3 yards out. And the Condors are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse it. This is an important.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Young will set to throw. It gets it right back to Mayer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Irving will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Young quickly to the flat. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Bucs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Condors offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers... The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Farrell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Cowboys out on top as they've gone to the half.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near. So this will be blown
Free kick
dead,
out of bounds.
and they'll move it up to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw, Young. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The play fake, now Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing to start the drive. Farrell steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
2nd and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Farrell, he's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 11.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride, and I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm, they've been sharp, they've been on it, and they pick up another 1st down there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake. Farrell. His throw incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Number 86. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Farrell. Touchdown. Ben Sinnott with career touchdown number 70 as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
And that flag accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go. Bronco swing. Bronco swing.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. Now it's Smith running right. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Condors offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Looking to throw. Farrell. And he takes a shot on the release as this would be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and long. He'll get this complete to Sennett, the tight end. And they work this out past the 25. Another catch for him. He's over the 250-yard mark now for the game, and he's got another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to throw. Farrell. Touchdown. Ben Sennett with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Condors will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Young.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Young. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Young from the shotgun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
19 Tiger.
They'll throw again. Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Spencer. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Buccaneers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead's down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. Actually, I've heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Young now from the 50. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
Young. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Amon-Ra St. Brown with career touchdown number 70. And the Buccaneers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Ben sent it
28 yards.
And the Condors are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking middle, and that's complete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Over the middle, he's got Mayer. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get
Automatic
multiples.
first down.
What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To the air once more, Young. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Second down and 4. Young now. To the left side, there's Mayer. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Second and goal from inside the 5. Out of the gun, it's Young. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Well, CD, always a little extra.